Oh, g'day, how you going? Thanks for dropping by again. Tonight I thought we'd talk about track 4 on Darkness Calling, Dear Sarah, Feather in the Mail, which is a song I wrote. I was stuck for ideas and I thought to myself, what do they do in the movies when they've got nothing original but they need content? They do a prequel or a sequel. So I was messing around at the time on a song called Over the Top that we'd been playing. It's so cold here, sweetheart, the coldest cold I ever felt. It seeps into my bones, but this great coat don't help. And that's a song about a letter home that a soldier in the trenches during the Great War writes. And so it goes that just before they went over the top, the soldiers would write a letter to their loved ones home, and they'd address it, and they'd skewer it into the trench wall with a bayonet or a piece of fencing wire or a fork or whatever was handy, and in the event that they fell, it was sent home on their behalf, a final letter of love home. And I thought, what a thing to do just before you did something else that was pretty difficult. And I couldn't have done that, I know that, and I'm in awe of my great-grandfather who was at the Somme and all the other men and women who served during those horrible wars. And I thought to myself, right, well, what I'm going to do is write what happened after that letter home, what immediately before, and then what happened to the soldier. So this is that story. It's called Dear Sarah, a Feather in the Mail. Army on Western Front, 1918. My breath on cold in the air so tense I wanna scream. I took this letter that I wrote, I stuck it through and through, right into that trench wall. I got sent home to you. The cry goes up, fix bayonets, and with two shaking hands I steel myself to scramble up into no man's land. All along the line I see the boys do the same. I jam my tin hat on my head and whispered your name. Sarah, Sarah, you were so far away. I wish you could hold me now on this my darkest day. I was barely over that trench wall when a shell knocked me down. I woke in the infirmary a little closer to the ground. They shipped me home to Melbourne town, and I wished I was dead, for I left behind that letter and both my bloody legs. Sarah, Sarah, you were so far away. I wish you could hold me then on that my darkest day. But Sarah, Sarah, you left me this way, 'cause you preferred a hero's death to a cripple home to stay. Collective sigh as the train arrives. Grown men cry in the arms of thankful wives, but absent eyes, they stay dry as sheer ice. A heartless goodbye. Now every year come Anzac Day, they will enforce the shrine. I think about the ones who fell and what I left behind, and they talk to me of courage, they speak of sacrifice, but no one mentions finding out which fort was a lie. Sarah, Sarah, you are so far away. I wish you could hold me then on that my darkest day. But Sarah, Sarah, you left me this way, 'cause you preferred a hero's death to a cripple home to stay. Well, Sarah, Sarah, I got your address today. and I started to write to you, but all I had to say is I hope you go to your grave choking on your shame. But in lieu of angry words I sent a feather, a white feather in the mail. So it's a spin on the white feather story. And if you don't know that, my grandfather told me this, that men that stayed behind, that didn't sign up or for whatever reason didn't go overseas to fight, the women in the neighbourhood or the street, if they thought he was shirking his responsibilities, would often put a white feather in an envelope and put it in his letterbox as a sign of cowardice. And not always was it justified. My grandfather told me he knew someone that received one, and the young man was still underage and had tried and failed to be conscripted and was still waiting to go away to fight. So I just thought that was a spin, that you've got this young man who's gone away and done his bit and held on to the one thing that kept him strong, which was the love he had for this girl, who once she finds out that he's crippled and isn't the same anymore, she's out, she's done. And I guess that that's a different form of cowardice right there. Anyway, that's song 4 from Darkness Calling. And Dear Sarah, a feather in the mail. And of course, you can order your copy of Darkness Calling. Wonderful artwork by Annie Walter, by the way. You can order your copy on vinyl, CD, limited edition coloured vinyl. There's only a few of those left. There's a couple of different t-shirts. There's some stubby holders. There's some different merch bundles. Slip mats for you vinyl fans. A couple of those left. And some little torches as well, little keyring torches to shine the light in your darkness. So get on the Bandcamp, have a look and see if there's something you'd like to pre-order and help us get this out, pay for it in lieu of a crowdfunder. I thought we'd just try a pre-order campaign and try and cover our costs that way. So if you can, if you've got the ability to get your orders in early, that'd be most appreciated. And we've got some great shows to announce soon, and also a launch show at George Lane that I'll be letting you know about real soon. So thank you so much for listening, and cheers to you.